All right, welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Sunday, November 7th, 12:13 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. Well, today's looking pretty good. Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the alts have found their way to a very positive looking Monday, I'd say. So, looking at the crypto universe in squares here, looking at the past hour, you can see that BTC is in the green, 62,471, not bad at all. Ethereum also, it's gotten past that $4,500 kind of mental barrier, which is it's now coming in at 4,613, not bad at all. ADA in the green, XRP in the green. We're looking pretty darn good. Where's LTC? Even the LTC is in the green. All right, but check this out. Looking at just Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, last 24 hours on the big exchanges, 2.7 billion. Want to see at least 3 billion for a move up. So I'm kind of curious where we're seeing a little bit of Bitcoin price action looking good right now, but we have basically no retail trading volume. So looks like whales are doing some stuff. Just be watchful. That's not really the kind of volume that I like to see from the retail sector to really keep a pump going. So be wary. Looking at longs versus shorts, 73% long, 26% shorts for Bitcoin on Binance. Okay, a long bias for sure. For Ethereum, 67% long, 32% shorts. So definitely a long bias for Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, checking out Bitcoin here on the 15-minute chart. Let's actually look at it on the 45-minute chart. All right, woo, sorry for all that crazy mess. All right, what I like that I'm seeing right now on the 45-minute chart is this morning, Bitcoin started, perking up a little bit. It just broke the 200 moving average pretty strongly. It's finding support above it. We are looking really, really good. If we look at the directional index, it's in the green. ADX is at 24, perfect. About to hit 25. That's awesome. Squeeze indicator showing some upwards momentum. I like that. Stochastic RSI is showing kind of like we're a little bit stressed. So the also the wage oscillator is showing a little bit. Maybe we're top of this cycle. Maybe we'll go sideways a little bit here. Also, we are at the top of the RSI cave on the 45-minute chart. So this might be where we peak out for a bit. We'll see what happens after that. KRI is definitely drastically in the green with an upwards tangent. So looking good. Bitcoin is pushing hard. The big deal is that makes me very, very happy is it broke strongly above the 200 moving average and looks like it has probably found support above the 200 moving average. I like what I'm seeing there. So immediate price action looks like Bitcoin's beginning to pick up, and I like seeing that. We're heading into Monday. It's still early in the day, Sunday. That is a good way to be heading into Monday. Now, check this out. Daily chart. As you can see, we've been ranging sideways for quite a while. Good number of days here. And this is kind of, in my opinion, what whales do. They like to range it sideways, and they're kind of ranging it right here. You can kind of see the range. And where are the whales buying? Oh, they're buying right here, and they're longing it, They're longing it, and then they are buying it, and then they're shorting it, right around here. So I know this is kind of obvious to anybody who's been around for a little while, but I'm just mentioning it. So this is pretty common for Bitcoin, in my opinion. They range it, they long the bottoms, and they short the tops of this range. They are in control to some extent, especially when you're seeing this upwards movement right now for Bitcoin, when you have basically no retail trading volume. So this is whale play right now. Look at the daily MACD. It's still negative, but that tangent's beginning to flip up just a little bit. Let's see if we can get a upwards movement, get an upwards tangent on the daily MACD. If we can get that tilting up towards the signal, towards basically upwards, towards a positive cross. I think the moment we do that, we'll definitely see some retail money cruising into the market. People definitely do trade on the daily MACD. All right, let's look once again here. As you can see here, this is on the go back to 45-minute chart here. Bam. You can see a little bit more clearly here this price action that we've been doing for a little while. Anyway, there you go. You can see range it, and by the bottoms, by the tops, and that's what it looks like it's going on, and that's fine. Whales do that, and it's just fine. You can play it too. You can long these bottoms and short these tops if you want. With that said, on the short time frame, it's looking strong. Looks like Bitcoin's about to make a good continued move up. We're going into Monday where that volume is going to increase, but right now Like I say, all indicators, some indicators are kind of topped out and then some are not. I'll tell you what, the indicator that means more to me than anything is this one right here. The directional index is in the green, looking good, and the ADX is rising, about to get really into the perfect zone of 25 and above. So I would say it's looking good. Sorry, I mean, I'm just it looks good. If we can keep support above this 200 moving average, which looks like we're going to, that's a great way to start Monday. This RSI cave will open up a little bit more, and it looks like we may have a nice run come Monday. As far as I can tell, it looks more positive than negative, but I think we're going to go sideways for the immediate moment. Looking at Ethereum versus USDT, let me go to the 45-minute chart. It's nice. It broke below that 200 moving average, bounced off the 314, made a strong move back above the 200 moving average, and it's moving up. Top of the RSI cave. Indicator is definitely here. I have room to continue going. Would not surprise me if by Monday, Ethereum's outpaced Bitcoin a few percent in gains. Let's also look at, since we're looking at this, Ethereum versus BTC. How's that looking? Oh yeah, Ethereum's dropped a bit against Bitcoin here on the 45-minute chart, but it does appear by these indicators that it's turning around right now. So might be a sweet trade for the crazy tough and the phony brave. It's right here in the middle of the RSI cave. A trade against ETH against BTC could be some gains as we roll into Monday and the volume increases. Not financial advice, not. It's entertainment purposes only. I'm not even going to get it on this trade, although I am sort of considering it. Maybe. I don't like that the retail trading volume is so low. I'm afraid Bitcoin could definitely, in a millisecond, with the volume that low, I'm just not really wanting to get in right now because I feel like it could definitely just give this back just like that, so I don't really want to make an Ethereum BTC trade right now. If BTC gets a little bit healthier, then I'll go for it. I definitely think we could see, I'll just give you my little feeling for what it's worth. It would not surprise me if we see a couple percent candle here as we roll into Monday. Now looking at SHIB versus USDT, because I like SHIB. Looking at the RSI, looking at the Fibonacci sequences I have drawn it. It's looking pretty good. We're sticking to it. We're really working on that 382 bounce. Let's see if we have how it goes. I mean, one thing about SHIB is that it has pumped pretty hard, but it did not give it all back. Now you can do your fib like this, and it makes sense if it came down. Everything looks like it matches pretty well. It's a 4-hour chart. The fib is basically starting about like the end of September when it was flat, and you can see we crunched down to the 0.5 fib line, moved up. Now we're working on getting support and a bounce off the 382. That makes sense. That's plenty respectable. I even like that it dumped a little bit past the 0.5 towards the 618 here and got a little bit close to its 200 moving average there on the 4-hour chart. Not bad at all. Now also, because fib can be a matter of opinion, you could also start it at its recent, let's just say its recent pump, like here. Okay, you could also draw it like that. And something I like here is that we were even though we went below it, it's fine. We never got below the 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart, and we did kind of hang out in here. Even though we went below it, down almost flirting with the 786 fib level, that's fine. I like seeing it burn off that much after a pump. It's fine. It hung out here in the 618 to the 650. Sweet pocket for a little bit. Makes sense. Now it's trying to find support above the 0.5 fib line. That makes sense. It touched the 382 with a wick. And anyway, it's sticking to it. So what I like about what I'm seeing here is that, SHIB definitely did pump, have no doubt, but it did not give it all back. And this looks pretty healthy to me. So directional index is definitely in the red right now. ADX is going down. Let's watch for that to begin turning around. We'll see if it does. If it does, good. Squeeze indicator does show some recent upwards velocity. That's nice to see. KRI is in the green, but it is actually trending down right now. Gotta watch out for that. Stochastic RSI definitely dumping, but what's going to happen when it gets to the bottom? It's going to turn back up. So we might see wage oscillator by Lazy Bear definitely showing a turnaround, showing we're going to go potty. So what's going to happen here? Well, I don't know. But what I can say is, you know, it would not surprise me if we all of a sudden got a nice rocket red candle, or maybe we came back down to the 618, back to the sweet pocket, and we bounced there. Or of course, like I say, you can look at this, different ways. If we do the fib like this, go back to when it was flatlining, back to where all this started. This all matches up, and we're just working on this one actually looks better to me, this fib sequence. We did a .5 bounce, looking good. Now we're finding support in that 382. That's totally logical. We never got below the 200 moving average. So really, in my opinion, where we retraced a little bit, but we did not give it all back. I would definitely be watching SHIB to start moving back up as this beautiful new week progresses. With that said, check out my other channel, Radiant Creators. I talked to a guy named Jay Widener. I talked about the Great Cross of Hendaye. This is really, 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 really groovy stuff. It's about sun cycles, 400-year, sun seasons, and 1,200 and 14-year sun seasons. We're coming up at the end of a 400-year sun cycle where it tends to have a lot of activity, which can mess with our planet a little bit. This is just worth a watch. His book's really amazing. I definitely would endorse that. I'll link to it over in the show notes. Check this out. And remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit globalist cries. But it doesn't stop the next solar sun cycle, 400-year solar flash cycle from possibly causing some global mayhem. So make ready, y'all. Take care. See you Monday morning, bright and early.